Hello, welcome back to the second part of our Switzerland adventures.
If you don't already know, we love Switzerland.
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely love the place.
Just to point out, this was all the events of today were pre-COVID, apart from this bit right here. And we just thought we'd share with you some amazing places we went. And these two things that we did in particular are places you could still visit and have the same, well, pretty much the same experience.
Even, everything's still open, everything's still on.
Yeah, and you'll see that they're quite outdoor things. So today we're going to talk about Rheinfalls, which is a beautiful waterfall.
Amazing.
It's on the German-Swiss border.
We just happened to be near it, so
just happened to be there for the first time in our lives. And then also we're going to talk about Zurich, the city of Zurich, which we didn't really know anything about, and
apart from
was marvellous.
the name.
Yeah, apart from the name, I actually thought it was in Germany. That's how much
it was
I knew.
a real big surprise, that place. It was wonderful.
So here is Rheinfalls. Rufus, where are we going today? We're going to a waterfall. What's it called?
Rheinfalls!
Rheinfall. It's Switzerland, and in between Switzerland and Germany, we found or heard of a waterfall. It's meant to be amazing. So we're going to check it out. Come with us. Let's see what it's like. Yeah! Do you want to see the waterfall?
Yay!
Yay!
Amazing. When we arrived there was motorhome parking for a start, which is always positive when you have a big old motorhome like us.
Nice rainy day.
Really heavy rain. And we just kind of walked through towards the waterfall. And there was little stations everywhere where you could kind of pay to get, not everywhere, in certain areas. Where, and then you get that and you pop it in the turnstile and you can go through.
Like going on the tube.
And then, yeah, exactly right. So then from then on you kind of walk down the stairs and it just gets better and better.
I can't believe it.
This waterfall was unreal. And Rufus, in fact all of us, like, you could just stand there and watch it. You're so close to it. It's so powerful. The kids loved it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just, well, we loved it as well.
Absolutely unbelievable place, and every single bit of steps you go down, obviously you have to actually be careful there because it wasn't slippery, but it could be.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
guessing.
very wet and rainy anyway.
Yeah. But obviously with the waterfall spraying everywhere. But what I was most surprised at is when we first got there and looked over the wall at the waterfall, I was like, this is the best anyone's ever seen a waterfall. And then you just go lower and lower until you're in the stomach. You feel like you're in the waterfall.
Yeah,
I can't
really
believe
cool.
where you get the way they built this. I just don't understand how you build that.
Oh my God, I don't think I would really like to have been involved in that building project either.
Yeah, I'll just say, I don't care what money you've got, we can't do it.
I'm gonna die. But it was incredible. Rufus just stood for ages looking over the balcony at the water, not even doing anything, just staring at it, and it was so good. And he kept seeing little things like a little shipwreck and stuff, he kept saying. So we were having good fun and using a lot of imagination with it. But it really is a great place to just sit and gather your thoughts and enjoy things and just really respect how powerful the elements actually are. It's incredible.
So, we're at Rheinfalls Waterfalls. What do we think of it?
It is so powerful!
It is so powerful.
It's going to be so powerful because I saw 2 shipwrecks!
Saw some shipwrecks in there. I can't believe.
One that's been covered, but just then I actually saw a bit of it wobbling.
Alright. I can't believe how close you can get to it and how many different points. It's really amazing. What do you think, Mum?
It's so good! I think it's amazing, but I'm scared because I think we might fall in.
You're scared because he thinks we might fall in. Is it good?
Yay!
Yeah.
the first thing that happens, obviously, when we go anywhere is we ask in the native tongue, do you speak English? Because we try to speak that language, but obviously it's a bit easier if we know what level the other person is. So the best thing we found about any country that's Germany or near Germany, you're like, sprechen Sie English? And they're like, yes, I sprechen Sie English.
The lady was like, yes, of course.
Really funny. The humour is excellent, isn't it?
Yeah, the lady was really funny, and I said, are there boat trips on? Because apparently there were boat trips there, which we didn't really anticipate. And she said, you have to come back. And I said, okay. She said, in April. And I was like, that was quite funny. And this was February.
Yeah, something like that.
Say something like that. Also, it was very, very cheap. For a few hours out, we probably spent an hour and a half, but it was drizzly. We would have spent a bit longer if we didn't get so wet. You could spend 2 hours there easy, and it was, I can't remember, but I'll put the price up, but it was so cheap.
I'm sure that included parking as well.
Yeah, parking was...
Maybe it was just because it was out of season. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it was, obviously we were out of season, so it wasn't maybe as busy as it sometimes is. But absolutely wonderful, yeah.
And I would be nervous about visiting certain attractions, even ones that we've been to already in the current circumstances. But that's somewhere that if I was close to now, I'd love to go back to. And I wouldn't.
There are walkways are quite thin, but it's it's
Had your mask on.
Everyone's kind of going in the same direction, so.
If you had your mask on, it'd be fine, because you're not really, other than handrails maybe you're touching, but it's brilliant. So we're well.
Definitely go there if you're near.
Yeah. Definitely worth going to.
Of all the places that we visited, I think Zurich is my favourite city.
If only I had listened for a while, I would have told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go.
We think Zurich is a lovely city, don't we?
Yep.
It feels safe. It's Saturday though, it's Sunday, so everything's closed. There's probably not as many people out, even though it's absolutely rammed.
If you're going to come here, come on Sunday. It's really nice.
Unless you want to do shopping, then come on a day that everything's open.
Yeah.
Oh God. There are so many different areas to it. It's really lovely. It's a nice day as well, which helps.
I can't believe it's a city, but the landscape in the background, if you're in the right places,
amazing.
is just phenomenal.
So good, isn't it? And I said when we were walking down the main streets, like there's so many designer shops, and I said it makes me want to watch Pretty Woman. I was looking in the window, and I was thinking, I don't even know how to shop in those shops.
Yeah.
There's just stuff around, and it looks like a museum.
And I remember the scene from that film where she goes back later when she's got loads of dough, and she says, "Oh, you wouldn't serve me earlier. Remember me? Big mistake."
Big mistake.
That scene wouldn't happen with us.
Nah.
They'd have to cut that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in here. Sorry. I asked Rufus what he thinks of it, and he said it's amazing. He really liked it.
It was quite a massive city. We parked on the outskirts, and then we got something called the Dolderbahn, which is just over a 1 kilometre. What's it called?
Like a tram?
Yeah, a tram, but there's a name for it. I'll put the name.
I thought Dolderbahn was the place.
No, Dolderbahn's the name of the train. I'll put the name of it up. It's not Funnelik, I can't remember. But I think it was built like just pre-1900, and we were struggling a little bit, but some really nice people helped us buy our tickets.
But they were really lovely, and they helped us figure out what we needed to buy, how we needed to travel on there, because again, one of these machines, it was a little bit trickier to understand what we needed. And when we got to the city, they kind of recommended where to go.
Yes. One thing we did in the city, other than sit eating a banana, is we bought some Swiss chocolate.
And some Mother's Day presents.
Yes, we bought some presents for our mums.
Not for me.
For us mums. Which was really good, and we sent them home to them, which I think they enjoyed, so at least they were polite enough to say they did.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to say is we did a taste test on the Swiss chocolate, and it might just be the bar we bought, but it wasn't that good, was it?
That one wasn't anything special.
No, it wasn't as good as some other chocolate we've had.
Not as good as the fondue.
No, yeah. But I think maybe we just got one that was a bit too boring, because the ones that we got on Mum's looked a bit more fun.
They did, yeah.
One thing which really struck us we kind of touched on it a bit, but the trams in Zurich were amazing. And what was most amazing, the way it was obviously quite a wealthy industrial city, as in financial industry almost, but the backdrop was amazing.
It was incredible.
Suddenly a tram would be right next to you, and then it would move out the way, and in its place, in your peripherals in the distance, you would see a mountain range and a lake, and you're just like, what the hell is this? Am I in a city or am I in...
Place is this?
Yeah, really is a pristine city in certain areas, especially really lovely.
There was a guy on the street doing bubbles with the kids.
Yeah, an American guy.
And like everybody asks, they asked if we voted for Brexit.
Yeah, it's like, did you vote for Brexit? We're like, I'm not going to tell you whether we did or not. But yeah, so Zurich, we would love to go again. I think it would be nice. We only spent one afternoon there, and it was a Sunday.
Oh, it's so good though.
But I would love to spend a lot more time
and a lot more money.
Yeah, a lot more money. It felt like it's the type of place you could burn through some cash.
I think you could spend a lot of time there happily though, couldn't you? Get like ice cream by the water.
I think you need really to enjoy it fully. I think I'd like to wake up in the city, have a city flat there for 2
weekend,
days. Yeah, an Airbnb or something, and try a nice restaurant, or even a crap one. I'm not fussy.
Just the experience. What's the food like in Zurich?
Well, crappy chocolate, yeah. But yeah, I'm sure it is really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zurich, what an amazing place.
Definitely. If you're anywhere near it, you have to go.
Yeah. So that concludes this
Can
vlog.
I say one more thing?
Oh yeah.
Even just walking around, it was great for the adults, but there were a lot of things to entertain the kids, lots of little water features, just the different views and the different areas that you find yourself in. It was really entertaining for the kids as well. And I think I've said before that you know, when you find yourself in a city where there's a high street and things like that, it's not that fun for the kids. This actually really was. We were looking at the ducks in the lake. It was really good. I think Switzerland really caters quite well for kids, even though we didn't go into any places. It was just fun for them. They liked it.
It was really casual, wasn't it? It was nice. So that concludes our Switzerland vlog, kind of part 2, really. We've got one more vlog coming up. I don't want to tell you what it is yet, but maybe
it may or may not be good.
May or may not be good. You can be the judge of that. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We've really noticed lots of people subscribing lately, and we've had lots of nice comments. So we really appreciate that.
Have you been to Rheinfalls or to Zurich?
Oh my God!
I want to know what you think.
Yeah, tell us anywhere else you've been as well, because we will be going back to Switzerland.
I think I'd like to spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, and we need to go more places there. Yeah, it's just brilliant. So thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Don't know.
I was just going to translate.
Just what? What do you think it might be about, Rufus? Let's have a look. What is it, Mel? Do you know?
Feminist.
Riley looks inspired.
Feminist?
What?
Is that good?
Yeah.